Well, a big happy Easter out there for all our viewers. I'm joined here in beautiful Raglan with racing manager Reese Trumper. Reese, what's going on in your world?
No, very little hazy. We've had a pretty quiet week in Te Akau terms for racing, but next week's pretty full on, and obviously with the last Group 1 this weekend, it's going to be very good.
And of course, 160 winners now there for Mark Walker. He's one away from claiming a new New Zealand record for the most winners in a calendar season. Are we a chance of seeing one of those cross the line there first at Pukekohe Park on Saturday, or there at Woodville on Monday?
Absolutely. They're very strong fields at Pukekohe on Saturday, but Woodville on Monday looks a couple of nice chances for sure.
Great. Well, a quick look at the week that's been, and there's just been the two winners there. So Spellcraft, she won well there at Avondale on Saturday.
He's a beautiful horse. We always thought a lot of him as a 2-year-old. He just kept going shin sore, and we kept giving him time. But Mark's persevered with him, and he's starting to show it. And off that win, he'll get a few more wins in him for sure.
Great. And Brando on the quick backup, 2 Group 2s in as many weeks. Great to see him in such a rich vein of form at the moment, and well deserved. He's a horse that's kind of raced against the best. He was narrowly beaten in the Live-In Classic of his year, and he's going on to now put together a bit of a formidable record.
Yeah, he's a beautiful animal as well. He's headed out to Te Akau stud for a spell, but winning that Awapuni Gold Cup opens up some options early next season, the Livermore sorts of races like that. But it was great for him to turn up this season like he has, because he has been a frustrating horse, but he's certainly going to repay his owners back for sure.
Great. Well, let's rip into the runners for the weekend, and we're going to kick off there in Pukekohe Park and race 3 there, where we've got both Bella the Bull and the Perfect Pink, who trialled up there the other day as well.
Yeah, Bella the Bull's just had a slight freshen up. She just copped a couple of wet tracks, but getting back to 1400 and right-handed looks suitable for her. And then the Perfect Pink, she's hasn't really come up this season at all. The trials have been better this time in since a break where she was only okay in the spring. But she looks well, and Craig Grules is a good, strong rider, and he should be able to get the best out of her.
And we've got 2 there in race 4, the NZB online Yearling Sales on Gabble House plus 1400. They're Fellini and Insatiable.
Yeah, Fellini just missed a kick the other day at Tauranga. If he can spring the lids, but he should be right there. He's had 4 starts right-handed, and he's won 2 of them and run third in a cracking million. Joe's won on the horse before. He's got a good record with him, and he looks really good, this horse. I swam him this morning, and he was very full on. So we're expecting a big run from him. And Insatiable, he's drawn a lovely barrier. He's got Jonathan Riddell, obviously, to ride him. Good, strong rider. He can be a difficult horse, but we've always had a high opinion of this horse. I think just the slow tempo at Tauranga didn't help him. But if there's plenty of tempo on Saturday, he'll be riding it for sure.
Great. And 4 runners take their place in race 6, the Barfoot and Thompson 1200. It's a rating 65 benchmark, headlined by Image of You, She's a Show Off, Hayati, and Luxuriant there down the bottom of the page.
Obviously, we've got 3 that have drawn out wide: Image of You, Hayate, and She's a Show Off. But in the cost terms of things, it would be better suited to run them there, because you're running for half the stake on a midweek, and the float fee to Ruakaka is double it. So they're all horses that are resuming, so we'll just ride them all quiet and let them hit the line strongly. Obviously, Image of You has been a very good horse to us, and she's as sound as she ever has been. And once she gets to the 1400, she'll be really a good chance. And She's a show-off. She just wants a bit of rain, and that's the same with Hayate. So it's just good fitness runs for them. Whereas Luxuriant, she's drawn a lovely barrier, and she was really good at Tauranga first up. Her barrier manners were really good, because we had a lot of problems with them. But Warren gets the best out of her, and as long as she's taken further improvement, she should be a very good chance.
And race 7, it's the last Group 1 of the New Zealand racing season there, with the New Zealand Thoroughbred Breeders' Stakes. It's a weight for age conditions for the fillies and mares. Of course, Imperatriz took it out last year, Reece.
Yeah, and obviously Imperatriz has gone on and done better things now. But we've got 2 lovely chances in there. And Aerobatic, she's drawn a little bit of a sticky barrier, but Joe, I think's had 4 placings on her, so he knows her really well, and he rides her a majority of her work at home, and the team have got her as sound as she's ever been. Obviously, the mile, she's probably looking for a bit further now, but if she had any chance to get a bit of cover last time, she probably wins it. She was 3 deep and having to work, but she was still game on a track that probably was a bit good for her, but I believe there's been a bit of rain at counties, and she's won the counties cup in the spring, so she's a good chance. And then Skew With, she's drawn a lovely barrier, and she was really good the other day at Wellington. She's probably just at 12 to a mile, just peaked on her a bit, so she should be really hitting her straps on Saturday, and should be a top 3 contender.
And of course, those Waikato stud colours are going very well, winning the TJ Smith there on the weekend, and we'll head across to Woodville there in race 1, where we kick off at 11:25 a.m. Of course, the races start a bit earlier at the moment with daylight savings, and that's the Hobson Horse and Coaches Motorhomes high weight 1600 meters. We've got Back to Master getting ready for a jumping campaign, I presume.
Yeah, look, he looks fantastic, the old boy. He's going well. He's had 3 quiet trials. Mike Roustaby just loves the horse, so he'll improve whatever he does, but the horse is very happy, and it wouldn't surprise us if he does run a cheeky race.
And down the page there, Rip Van Gogh, is he heading towards a jumping career as well?
Yeah, look, he loves jumping. He can be a difficult ride at times. He's a bit of a puller, but he's really come back this time and settled nicely in his races, and he's going really good, so we're expecting a nice run from him.
And race 3 there, the Gladiators Darts team maiden 2200. Treaty of Paris starting to show a bit of form in his last few starts there.
Yeah, he's always had plenty of ability. We just had to work him out, and up to the 2200 looks like it's going to suit. He's got off his pedigree, it does as well. So as long as he's taken further improvement out of his last run, he looks like a winning chance.
And race 4 there, the McDougall's Agri Services maiden 1100. Rightly so, went around favourite there at Matamata last start, and ran a credible race for 3rd.
Yeah, she's going really well. She just can't get one at the moment, but that race over 1100 looks like it'll really suit her. Michael obviously is leading rider in New Zealand, and we're very happy to have his services on her.
Cool. And down to race 5, the Danny Vert Carriers maiden 2-year-old. Mazzucato, the 2-year-old filly by Tavachi, takes her place with Michael McNabb on board.
She was really good first up, I thought. Disappointed that Pukekohe is a short price favourite, but I think this the right-hander might have just got to her a bit, but she's had a bit of a freshen up, and she's certainly come through that well, and we're really happy with the way she's going.
And I'm going to let you have a crack at pronouncing the next one.
Quali Alpha Russia. So she's a beautiful horse that Dave bred. She's trolled up excellent, and the 1100 looks like it'll really suit her, and I think she can start off her career on a winning note. Fantastic.
Race 6 there, the Braeside Farms Limited maiden 3-year-old. We've got Angel's Wings there for Fortuna Racing, drawn barrier 1 with Michael McNabb on board.
Yeah, she ran really well last time. We thought a lot of her as a 2-year-old, so she's disappointed us a little bit there, but I thought she chased a stable and mate hard Merlotti at Tauranga last time. If there's any rain around it, brings her into it more. She's a big girl, but the Heroic Valor Sons, a horse that Dave brought at the sales, he's being a very good sire.
Great. And race 7, the Mary Lee's Hotel, rating 60, handicap 1400. We've got Luxembourg, draws barrier 12 there with Craig Girls on board.
Yeah, he's one of my stable favourites, actually. It's been a little bit disappointing, but he's a jumper in the waiting as well, and he loves it. He loves that role, but it just looks like a good fitness run for him.
And Caravella down the page there draws barrier 9 with Michael McNabb on board.
Caravella has probably had the worst luck out of any horse in New Zealand this season. She just needs good ground, but we struggle to find it whenever we put her in. But Michael won on her at Te Rapa when she won so well, and we thought she's really going to go on with it. So she's been a little bit disappointing, but the tracks haven't been there to suit her at all. The 1400 looks like an ideal distance for her, and yeah, we expect a big run from her.
Great. And race 9, the Rohini Property Works maiden 1600. We've got one right down the bottom of the page, and it is the daughter of Burgundy, Naima Elizabeth. Is it the full or the half to Ku Cullen there in Sorcha? Yeah,
Sorcha's a really nice filly. She's gone well every time she's been at the races. I think just the right-handed last time tripped her up a bit, but getting back left-handed and at a field that doesn't look as strong as the northern fields do, she should be a top winning chance.
And is it in the same race there, or was it another
race?
Another race. The Ruahine Property Works maiden 1600. We've got Star in the Sky there with Craig Girls on board.
Yeah, look, she's been screaming out for ground. We just haven't got the tracks that have suited her, but she's a filly going really well, and we expect her to run a bold race.
Fantastic. Well, that wraps up the runners for the weekend race. Have you got a wee Easter treat for the viewers out there?
I think Sorcher at Woodville will be very hard to beat.
Sorcher at Woodville there on Monday. So hopefully you guys have a safe Easter out there. Fill yourself up with chocolate Easter eggs and stay safe. And we'll catch you again in the next couple of weeks.